What, did it crash?
No, I turned it off. I turned it off and lowered the bit rate and started it up again.
Okay, is everything working now?
I'll let you know in a second. Turned it off and lowered the bit rate and started it up again.
Okay, is everything working now?
Seems to be working.
Okay.
Who is it?
So yeah, welcome to Phoenix, Wright. Game kind of got messed up, so we restarted it. But those for who already know what's going on, let's get into it. Those who don't, we're on vacation. That's our first time doing things, streaming on vacations. We have no idea how this is gonna turn out, so we're gonna find out. So, whenever you're ready, Sean, take it away.
Alright, let me just share it around real quick. Hold on. Okay. Sora says, sounds better at least. Half the sound cut out before. Sounds better at least. Half the sound cut out before. Lags or cuts out or anything, let us know immediately in the chat. March 21st, 11:34 a.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Matt on guard as our client. And we know that he didn't do it, which is very important.
So, okay, then let's start looking. This is gonna be a long
We're live.
Okay. This is gonna be a long stream.
The stream looks like crap, but it's working. Oh, that looks a little bit better. Okay. We're back. Can you hear us, Sora? Whatever works. Yes. Sweet. Okay. Okay. I think the finagling worked. So.
Sorry for that.
Yes, but the stream was messed up, remember?
Okay.
So you have to find the real killer.
It's okay, so let's start looking.
Everyone's super skinny now and tall. Right? Okay, let's see. Where do you want to go first?
Not sure.
Let's check the detention center. See if we can talk to Matt on guard. March 21st, detention center, visitors room. Did I already give him a voice?
What?
Did I already give him a voice?
Yeah.
What was it?
Like a surfer dude.
Ah, the lawyer dude. So what did you find out? Well, I'm still in the middle of investigating. I see. But I've already told you everything I know, dude. Can you tell me about your activities last night? After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had that post-ceremony stage show to do. So I was in my nickel samurai costume. And you were alone the entire time? My manager was running around being busy, so yeah. Oh yeah, he's the one who, every time he needs to answer any question, he tries to call someone. because of the press conference you were supposed to hold after the show. I told you, dude. I have no idea about any press conference, alright?
That's strange. Thought the Nickel Samurai was going to confess something.
Anyway, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed it was kind of noisy.
Mr. Kurita was already dead at that time.
Yeah, that's what I gathered anyway from my manager.
I'm beginning to gather that this guy can't do a thing on his own.
And that's when the detective in the green coat showed up. He searched me, and then, out of the blue, the dude arrested me.
About you and the victim, Mr. Juan Kurita. What sort of...
That's got nothing to do with anything, dude. Man, with that face of his, you can't even tell he's the same age as me. And he wants to try and make a Jammin ninja movie, even though we all know it'd fail.
The Nickel Samurai still won in the end, right?
Yeah, I took the Grand Prix by storm. So why would I, the winner, have any reason to kill the guy anyway? Dude, you'd think it'd be the other way around, you know?
Nothing new.
So, why are you carrying around that transceiver?
Wanted to ask you about it.
And why do you do everything it tells you to do? You know, messages it sends you, dude.
On second thought, he probably doesn't have anything to do with Maya's kidnapping. That's a secret.
Okay, whatever, dude. Dude, like I told you, I don't know anything about that press conference. I'll leave that kind of stuff to my manager.
This is harder than pulling bass from a river. Okay. And we found out that he wasn't lying about anything, right? So how are you doing today, Sora? March 21st, Gatewater Hotel. Hotel lobby. Oh, I'm gonna need a...
We need a pot.
Need a pot. We didn't think to bring one of those. I'll improvise. Sora says he's good enough.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't come in without...
Good morning.
Hold on, it's you! What is going on around here? I heard Paul Wan was killed. Is that true? It's a bad rerun is what this is. Another steel samurai doing the most evil of deeds.
You know, it's not entirely...
I'll have you know that I was a huge fan of Wan's.
Of course you were.
Why, oh why do all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one like flies? It's always been that way, ever since I was a little girl in elementary school. That Samson was fine until it was my turn to clean the cage. They called me the Grim Reaper.
Actually, I want to ask you about the murder and what happened. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with her.
I know. I'm glad I'm not doing her work.
Right? Don't push me, boy.
Mr. Nick. I couldn't hear everything she said because she's talking too fast.
Miss Oldbag, could you please speak a little slower?
Don't boss me around, you spiky-haired smarty pants. Pew, pew, pew. My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder. And only recently did I finally find a star that makes this heart go ba-dump again.
I don't know what to say.
I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always ends up kicking the bucket? I'd watch your words. No one's going to get away with saying anything bad about my one.
But I haven't said anything.
Well, I don't believe a word that woman says anyway.
Huh? What woman?
That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent. I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be? And why does she never stop?
Look who's talking.
Honestly, women these days, they don't know the meaning of modesty. When I was a young maiden, wow, I was so beautiful. But despite this, I pressed flowers around the stars and...
Pearls, are you thirsty?
A little.
Okay, I'll go get you some juice or something.
Thank you very much.
Hey, are you paying attention? Youngins today.
So I'm guessing Miss Oldbag heard everything from Lana. I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder.
I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready.
Getting ready? For what?
The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards.
Cue mysterious music for the magical press conference.
Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder.
Ah, I see.
But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly.
What?
I saw the most important moment of the night.
The most important moment? You don't mean...
Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful child? When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really, kids today.
Please tell me, what did you see? Of course.
Oh. What?
Four? The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder isn't?
Please don't stray onto another tangent.
Please. If you want to hear more, then show your respect and bring this lady a present.
Alright, let's see. What do we need to get her to talk? Let's see what the first question is. Oh yeah, so is all the audio good and stuff? You can hear everything okay?
I can't believe we had to do 4 locks.
Right? What you witnessed.
Alright, I'll be honest with you for now.
Then please, tell us what you saw.
But, oh, what a waste. And here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at you youngins' expense. I am a little devil, after all.
Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person? Alright, I'll give you what you want. Okay, so we need a present for her first. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. Audio is good. Yeah. Okay, so we've got to get a present for her. It's the stage they were going to use for the post-ceremony stage show. After the show, there was supposed to be a press conference, but...
Even Mr. Under himself didn't seem to know, huh?
How does the person who's supposed to give a conference not know about it?
I know!
What?
I'm guessing
Yeah?
that whoever killed Lon was planning on, like, dressing up as him, as the Nickel Samurai, being like, I'm the one who killed him.
Oh.
So yeah, basically, the scenario of, National Studios, what's it called?
Or what?
Something Studios.
Global Studios?
Global. For basically, I forget his name already. Jack Hammer framed
right.
Steel Samurai for trying to kill the Alistair prosecutor. The producer.
Yeah. Whatever her name was.
I don't remember her name.
It was Dee Vasquez.
That's right, you remember that.
Because Diva's case. Remember, that was the pun with her name, was Diva's case.
I never understood that.
Because she's a diva. And this was her case. It was a case about she was the actual murderer. Okay.
These cameras must belong to the press that came. Oh, sorry, I thought.
These cameras must belong to the press that came to cover the conference. They're all basically doing the same thing, staring at the empty stage. Did we happen to have the cameras running? They might have picked something out. Seats for the spectators of the post-ceremony show and press conference.
I don't think this was the murder scene, though.
No, it wasn't. Probably. I'm pretty sure someone would have seen if he was murdered here. But it's too bad neither event is going to be held now. A lobby with a grand staircase always feels enormous. But right now, the only thing filling this enormous room is anxiety about the murder. I really hope nothing else bad happens here. That's everything here, yes? Okay. To the Viola Hall. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Looks like the investigation is still in full swing.
I just saw an osprey swoop down the water and catch a fish.
Whoa.
It was the coolest thing ever. They're out there catching them.
Wow.
They're swooping down, big old birds of prey. Sorry, had to inform you.
No, it's fine. Whoa.
Oh, it was super cool.
Ugh.
Now I gotta bring my camera. Not that I'll catch them, they're too fast.
The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens.
I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere.
Well, gotta roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. Mama Coy! She already shut the door. This sure is one luxurious hotel. Almost to the point of gaudy with how it blends together everything fancy imaginable. Speaking of fancy, didn't that bellboy give me something like that last year?
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't either. There's a grand set of doors over there. It's the doors Maya followed the bellboy out of, only to disappear. If only we had all gone together. They haven't cleaned up all the food yet. There's a sad feeling hanging in the air now that the party is over.
Dang it, now I'm hungry. That is such a beautiful sight.
The chandelier?
Yes, but I can't believe it. Can't believe that such a terrible murder happened under such a beautiful lights. So, it's shocking.
The award ceremony was held on that stage just last night. It was really fabulous.
See, this reminded me of the circus for a second. I wonder if everyone's alright.
I heard that very big circus just recently started holding performances again. I'm sure they're all fine, Pearls.
We ate at this table last night, didn't we?
Yes.
I was really happy then.
I wish I could make you smile again, even for a second.
Okay.
Do you need food?
No, just clear my throat.
Okay.
But I might need food in a minute.
Alright, to the hallway. Maybe we can check out Juan's room now.
Yeah, maybe.
March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, hallway. Hey, you're here. Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer. Lotta. Hey, Mr. Cop fella. The thief showed his face. What? Arrest him. Put him on trial. Find him guilty. Give him the death penalty. What's wrong, Lotta? Are you feeling alright? Looked here and there and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here. So why don't you just hurry up and give it back to me, you creep?
Then what are you looking for?
My camera. C-A-M-E-R-A. It's my lifeblood. I'm gonna die without my $700 camera. Your camera? Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime? And looky, looky, here you are. Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble.
Huh?
So you lost your camera. It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in the store and it's $1,600 brand new.
Huh? But didn't you say you got it for $700?
I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store. About 5 hours, I reckon. I made this itty-bitty scratch on it and the manager got all huffed up in the face. He gave me his talking to and was real mean about it too. He done made me cry at that.
When did you lose your camera?
Last night after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear darling expensive sweetie. Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours? I don't rightly know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. So I don't remember. Besides, I couldn't get anything from my big scoop. I wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to the murder.
Could be. Maybe she took a picture of something really important.
A very expensive item valued at $1,600. It was stolen around the time of the murder.
What if she took a picture of something really important that she didn't realize and the murderer didn't like it?
Yeah, and the murderer took the camera to make sure that the evidence wasn't there anymore? That's possible. Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder. Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually I was here until around the time Mr. Ungard was arrested. What were you doing here? You sure you went to school, silly boy? Wherever Lotta Hart goes, there's a story to be found. A big scoop to be had. A big scoop? I told you before, I'm gonna be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Of course, that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot.
Are you sure you're even meant to be a photographer?
Right?
Photographer?
I mean, her pictures have helped us every time.
Yes, but then she's like, nah, I don't want to do this anymore.
Right? Yeah.
And she goes to something else photographer.
I wonder what scoop she was after this time. Although, I was also on the lookout for the other stars that were here. So, maybe I wasn't here the entire time. Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a picture for your big scoop? Well, maybe I was, but that's what real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof? What kind of story was it that you would hang around here? I'm not telling.
Okay, just two this time.
Oops, sorry, Mr. Lawyer. Can't be telling you that. Trade secret, you know? Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide?
We've been stopped, haven't we?
Yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer. I'm glad someone around here is happy. Miss Lotta and your I rule smile. Alright, what do we need for her?
Absolutely no idea.
Well, we're about to find out. She only has 2 locks, though.
Yeah, so maybe we have to do this one first.
Maybe.
Then old bag.
Or maybe we have to do Old Bag first, and then it'll give us a really crucial thing that'll break her. Lotta, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room? I told you, didn't I? For my scoop. What I want to know about are the details of this scoop. That's not something I can tell you. I mean, that there's my bread and butter. Alright then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm gonna say that you were looking into a scandal.
What a scandal.
Like, something bad that happens with a celebrity. Something that if people found out, they might not like them anymore. Could it be that you, Lotta Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Juan Carita and this person?
Yeah, Matt.
Who the heck is that? You think us journalists are all a bunch of idiots? You can't fool me. I'm a pro. Okay. Oh, really? So, who's this person anyway? If you're such a pro, why don't you do your own research and figure it out? Let's try that again, shall we? Okay, so I think we've got to learn about someone new. Either that or it's Old Bag.
What?
Either that or it's Wendy Oldbag. Or it could be Will Powers, who knows? But I think we should probably find some more info first. There are toilets in each room of in this hotel, since all sorts of events are held here. There are bathrooms for people who aren't staying here to use as well. Perfect for people like me who can't afford to stay here in the first place. To Mr. Ungard from the Global Studios staff. It'd be nice if Laura's got flowers too. Something like, to Mr. Wright from all your grateful clients. There's a piece of paper taped to the door that says Matt Ungard's room.
So Mr. Ungard was here during his break, right?
That's what he claims. A crime scene. If he had wanted to get to Mr. Kurita's room, he would have had to pass through this hallway. Compared to the flowers on the other side of the hall, these are much more gorgeous. Let's see. Record companies, fan clubs, company workers, family. Carrying all these flowers home would be hard, I think. Yeah, that's what I thought too. So I was nice enough, Gail, to lend a helping hand. Secretly, of course. I have a feeling one of these days I'm going to end up defending her in court.
I think that was like foreshadowing.
Right? I can understand flowers in front of the dressing rooms. What are stuffed bears doing here? I didn't touch them. Wasn't me, I tell you. I give you my word. Why do I get the impression Lotta helped herself to one of them?
I like teddy bears.
Yeah, but these don't belong to her. And she was like, yeah, I'll totally help you carry all the flowers inside. You only had 2 teddy bears, right? Yeah. There's a piece of paper taped to the door that says Juan Kurita's room. So that's the scene of the murder, I reckon. I thought something like that had gone on that night. But I didn't think it was murder. But I didn't never think it was murder. Okay. Can we go into their room? Yes, we can. All right.
Oh my god, finally.
Ungard's room or Kurita's room?
Let's check Ungard first.
March 21st, Gatewater Hotel. Ungard's hotel room.
Where are we?
We're in Mr. Matt Ungard's dressing room. This is our client's room. What do you think?
I don't know.
May I help you with something? Oh, nope. We're...
You're Mr. Ungard's lawyer, correct? I gather as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail.
I think this might be his manager.
Do you think?
How did you know I'm his lawyer?
You were just saying that he's your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer. Wow, my tongue does not want to work today. I can't remember words, and I keep stumbling. I'm so sorry, guys, but it's just as soon as we're done talking to her, I think I'm gonna need some food. Because my brain's just not working today. A simple deduction, really. The trial is tomorrow. And Mr. Ungard's situation is looking rather grim.
What do you want, Cat? Want some chips?
Yeah, I was thinking just like some chips or something.
You got it.
Okay. Cause
Chips
nothing.
or something.
Yeah, there's nothing too big. I need something. So you came here. One stop in your mad dash to find clues to build a case, correct?
Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either. Sorry, I'm just watching how the microphone's picking up every crunch.
Oh, was it? Oh.
So, so we're like, you're not totally right, but you're not totally wrong either. Then Pearl just shows up. Pearl, stop eating his food.
It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick. I am Adrian Andrews.
Adrian Andrews.
Adrian can be a name.
What?
Adrian can be a girl name.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Is that like Avery or something?
Like Avery, yeah. It can be a boy or a girl. Yep. I'm not sure what her pun is.
Adrian Andrews. Adrian Andrews. I don't know, think about it. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business.
To defeat.
I was waiting for that.
All right. She may be of small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. Let's look at everything first.
Can I remember right?
It's probably Mr. Unguard's suitcase. For someone who is only going to be here for the awards show, this is a lot of stuff. Looks like he has about 3 days worth of clothes in here.
I apologize if my crunching is annoying, guys. But I just really need some food. Stars really are different from us, aren't they?
There's some samurai-looking clothes on the sofa here.
I think the jacket-looking thing is called a happy.
Whatever it is, I'm sure something like that would make a great souvenir. Sora says, how's the vacay?
It's going pretty good.
Okay. That's it, I guess. Maya would be absolutely thrilled. You kidding? Maya would have stolen everything here already. Apparently this is not something that needs to be investigated.
What?
The spear?
Try to place.
There's a giant bone sitting on the plate.
Oh my god, it is just a repeat.
It is.
Where's D. Vasquez?
I don't really eat like meat.
There's something weird about this plate. I just wish I could put my finger on what it is.
There's not a bone.
Looks like dishes left over from dinner. A dinner for two at that.
I'm sure they're Miss Sister on Guard and Miss Andrew's place.
Looks like they had T-bone steaks. What's with Global Studios and T-bone steaks?
So go back down.
That's the bedroom over there.
That's a bed. Wow, they have really big beds here.
Down, yeah.
Oh, where's your thing? Okay. Now go to the left. Okay, I didn't see a check mark, so I thought there was something.
Nope, that's, everything in the room, it looks like.
I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Then I will tell you.
Well, thank you.
Before the awards, before the award ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. Ungar. She's the murderer. This is new Vasquez. This is the new Vasquez. I can see it right now. Really, I can. In this very room, I might add.
Dinner? What did you eat?
I told you. I hate to waste time with trifling details.
Mm-hmm.
If you took a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me.
I bet she's a lot of fun at parties.
So the awards show was starting. I headed for Viola Hall.
And after the show ended, you came back to this room. Sora says, would they really use the same plot twice?
Look what's happening here!
I think it's supposed to, like, just be really similar, so we're like, whoa, this is kind of creepy. It's like deja vu.
No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby.
Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess.
When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call Mr. Ungar. After that, I went to Mr. Kurita. I knew it, it's her.
And that's when he found his body, isn't it?
You really held strong through everything.
Yeah, she does seem to be mentally tough as nails. So, about you and...
Stop right there. You weren't seriously about to ask how Mr. Ungar and I are related, are you?
Sorry.
I have no idea how he could choose you to be his lawyer.
Why'd she have to go and say something like that?
Internet, calm down and hang in there, please. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve you of stress later, alright? Sorry, I'm kicking the computer.
You keep kicking the laptop no matter where I move it.
I already gave you my name earlier. But I'll add that I'm Mr. Ungar's manager.
His manager? Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Kurita, have one?
No, he did not. odd.
right? He didn't?
Some studios have a very different policy. I added a B for some reason.
Yeah. Publishing.
Policy from Worldwide Studios, and that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars.
I see.
This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself and your poor partner. Hey, dragging a little girl like her to places like this, honestly. You're wrong. I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya.
Pearls, calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? You were the one taking care of the arrangements for this press conference, right?
Yes, that's right. But Mr. Ungard said he didn't know about it. Is that what he said? Huh? Actually, I didn't know all the details either. It was a request from the publicity department. All I did was help out and do what I was asked. Oh, I see.
I wonder about that. I wouldn't take her to be the type of person to do something without knowing the details.
Ask her about the camera.
I'd like to ask you about this.
I told you, I hate trifling matters. It's a waste of time to show me things what are of no relevance to me.
Wow, this is the first time I've been shut down this badly. Alright. Let's just show her everything. Did you know the victim, Mr. Karita?
Yes, I knew him. The world's such a small place after all. Did you know about his rivalry with the Nickel Samurai? Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most trivial things. Trivial things. If either one of them wasn't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have needed to die.
I've got a hunch that this woman knows more than she's letting on. She must know why Juan Karita was killed.
Can I go the other way? Right.
Well, oh, one of your legs is out straight.
Yes. Put the microphone back here.
Sorry, guys, I need to switch sides.
Okay. Okay. Motive for murder. Do you have any ideas?
At 2.
As to why Mr. Kurita was murdered.
Why would you ask me about such things?
I'm just doing my job. So, do you have any ideas? Oh. Another 4 lock. Oh boy. Miss Andrews?
Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation. Is it a psych lock, Mr. Nick?
Yes. There's getting to be more and more of these lately. Alright, what do you need? Why was Juan Kurita murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was murdered. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. Ungard's life in danger by your actions?
Why do you ask me questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Kurita.
You were not that close.
That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person.
You're not good at being intimate with another person. Somehow I highly doubt that.
What does intimate mean?
Intimate means like really close. Being personal with someone. Okay, so we've got to find proof. Maybe she's the one that's wrapped up in the scandal that Lotta's talking about. Let's check Kurita's room first. Wow! March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Kurita's hotel room.
Mr. Nick, where are we? Teddy Bear Mania?
We're in Mr. Juan Kurita's room, Pearls.
Mr. Kurita?
The victim. Which makes this the crime scene, too.
Oh, it's you. So, what has happened? The kidnapper. Has he kidnapped you again? Has he contacted you again?
Not yet. You probably won't until we win Mr. Ungard's acquittal.
You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there?
I just want Maya to be alright.
We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm going to help you as much as I can, pal.
Can you do that? Even if we want to look around the crime scene?
Just this once. Special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know, but you gotta keep quiet.
I can do that.
It's my neck on the line here.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here you go, little missy.
Oh, you're giving it to me? Thank you.
Wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good.
Mr. Nick, I got a map.
That's great, Pearls.
But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says.
Hotel guide map added to the court record. Map of the Gatewater Hotel around the crime scene. Alright.
Let's take a look at this.
Okay.
Okay, lobby's there. Okay,
And there's the hall.
there's the hall. There's the rooms.
Okay.
Not much.
Not much, no. Let's examine everything first.
Wow, there are a lot of bears.
Alarm clock ones, collector's editions, stuffed teddies, plastic models. It's pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have?
There's even a few in the trash can.
Yeah, I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears.
Poor teddies.
It's hard to bear with all these problems. Wow.
I don't think I want to bear with the trauma the last case caused me.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
Are we just gonna have Mo show up at random in our memories whenever there's a pun?
I don't like all these bears.
Right?
Wait, go back down.
It's a suitcase. There's so many things in it that I bet it barely closes.
There's clothes.
A
There's
dryer, an electric shaver, a calculator.
Do all stores pack too much stuff like this, Mr. Do all stores pack too much stuff like Mr. Karita? It's so messy in here.
Pearls really likes things neat and tidy, I take it.
There's a lot of electronic things in here that I've never even seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, please.
Okay, that over there is a watch. You wear it on your wrist.
I don't know what watch is.
Oops. For a second there, I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya. Maya would be like, whoa, what's a watch? That's
What's that
Oh.
thing? What?
the little mini fridge. There are all sorts of things in this refrigerator.
The carrot juice bottle and the tomato juice bottle are all there. They're both
Empty. It's too much of a hassle to throw them away, I guess. They're all vegetable juices. I guess he must have been a real health nut.
Oh, there's a beet, some ketchup, and a bottle of strawberry jam. 2.
Maybe red was his favorite color? Oh, what were you saying?
What was that? What's that thing behind the computer?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, what is that?
That's a bag of chips.
Uh,
Yeah. So I think that's everything in here too. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No matter where I move the laptop. Do you know what was the cause of death?
Kevin or bite.
Well, technically, the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the victim should tell you, pal. It should? Yeah, here's the picture. Huh. I wonder what killed him. There's a knife in his chest. Yeah, pal, that's the murder weapon. So he was stabbed to death. I'm looking at the fingerprints down at the lab right now. There were fingerprints on the knife? Yup. And it looks like they're pretty sure they're Mr. Unguard's prints, pal. That's bad. Real bad. What else do you see in here?
What's that bottle?
Tomato juice.
Wasn't it empty? Gonna have to remember that.
Yeah.
I can't see the knife quite good.
Well-
I have bad eyesight.
Well, no. Well, with this setup, I can actually walk right over to the TV and show you that the knife is right here.
Hard to make out.
Handle, blade. To me, personally, the knife is barely stuck in it.
It looks like a gun from this angle.
A gun?
Well, from my angle.
Ignore this circle part. That's part of his costume, see?
Okay.
Although, he's missing a circle. We also have an empty guitar case, bottles all over the floor, and a broken flower pot.
And a full bottle of tomato juice.
Full bottle of tomato juice, and I think that's supposed to be a glass of juice. I don't know.
Oh.
I remember this case so well. I want to stay up for it forever. So remembers this case, I guess. Maybe he can help us when we get stuck then.
No, sorry, he's not gonna say a thing.
Right? Why was Mr. On Guard arrested? Because we got evidence on him.
Evidence?
It looks like the victim, Juan Corrida, really put up a big fight.
Oh, there's a second half to the... Okay. Yeah, one look at the crime scene and you can tell. There's signs of a struggle everywhere.
Well, yeah, during the fight his button came off.
Mr. On Guard says something about a button. Something like one of the Jammin Ninja's buttons got caught in his hakama.
That's not all.
What?
There was a witness, pal.
A witness? Who is it?
That lady, Miss Oldbag.
Oh, great.
Please, anyone but her.
Prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case.
You bet I can. Like Friday, I told you people profiles are important. He told us that when we needed to show a profile to someone.
Not to mention there's something around where the Vic was that's a little off.
Something that's a little off. As in
that's for you to figure out, pal.
Alright, let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick.
Okay, so
We can go over here. Apparently. So that's a bed? So that's a bed, right?
yep, it's big, but it's a bed.
Damn, Mr. Nick, it's so soft.
Big beds must be a rarity for her.
No duh. Just because she lives in a big house for her, compared to the rest of the houses in her village, doesn't mean she had a big bed.
Right? So how is a phone that's unhooked not something we need to take a look at? Looks like Mr. Corrida had dinner last night.
This bottle, it's tomato juice.
We had a lot of food at the award show last night. But I wonder if the stars had gone on stage after only eating a meager meal like this. Oh yes, a cell phone. Definitely not a clue. It's a beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it.
Ew, tomato juice. I don't really like it that much.
You just need to know the general looks of things. Okay. There's a bottle of it on the table over there. That's probably where this came from.
But doesn't it seem weird?
What seems weird?
I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor.
She's right. The flower vase was broken and the makeup is strewn everywhere.
Why is this glass the only thing that's alright?
The wine glass found next to the victim is filled with tomato juice. No sign has been drank. Can we, like, try and pick it up and see if it's, like, glued to the desk?
Maybe.
Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Kurita fought his assailant.
What are these bits of glass from?
A flower vase, maybe? There are flowers on the floor, but I don't really know what they are.
You don't know much about flowers, do you, Mr. Nick?
This is a guitar case, I guess. A little beat up, but still usable.
That's strange. The guitar isn't here.
Maybe he forgot to bring it to the show.
Mystic Maya. She said the bright guitar was the Jammin Ninja's signature item.
That's true. Huh? This guitar case is wet, but it's only wet on the top of the lid.
Yeah, there's no water inside the case. This is water, isn't it?
Guitar case added to the court record. Found next to the victim. Empty. There's some water, but only on top of the lid. Okay, we don't have a... Gears are turning in my head. I'm thinking maybe Juan Kurita never went on stage. He was already dead when they had the award ceremony. And someone went dressed up like him.
Possibly.
It's possible. Alright. So that's everything in here. Anything else to talk to him about? No? Okay. Let's go back to On Guard's room. Okay. Okay, so what's left? We've got to find Wendy a present, talk to Lotta about a scandal involving someone. Oh no, it died?
Did the string die?
Yes, well, maybe if you stop kicking it. It looks like we're back. Okay, so we need to find a present for Wendy. It died. Present for Wendy. Scandal for Lotta. And what did she want?
I don't know.
You don't remember what it was for her? Sora says he'll be right back. What was it for her? Right, we think that she knows why he was killed. You're not good at being intimate with another person? I doubt that. So we have to prove that she's good at being intimate with someone else. Which means, I think my theory's right.
What?
We'll find out in a second.
Can I have another bite?
Lotta, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room? I told you, didn't I? For my scoop. That's your mouth. What I want to know about are the details of this scoop. That's not something I can tell you. I mean, that there's my bread and butter. Alright then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm gonna say that you were looking into a scandal. Could it be that you, Lotta Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Juan Kurita and this person. This woman, she's Adrian Andrews, Matt Ungard's manager. The Nickel Samurai's manager, caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jammin Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it? You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't just make up any old thing and think it'll make it papers. You gotta have backup. Backup? Yeah. You gotta have that, what's it, new sauce? You mean news source? That's it. So show me something that shows that Juan guy had something with Miss Andrews. We don't know a lot about her. So... I don't know, like, we've got no other... I don't know. The only thing I can think of is the wine glass of tomato juice is undrunk. Meaning it would have had to have been put down after the struggle. I don't know. We've checked everything. Maybe we gotta go back to the hall? Yeah, okay, maybe we gotta go back to the hall. March 21st, Gaywater Hotel, Viola Hall.
Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you?
Ah, Mr. Powers. Have you been here the entire time?
Yeah, people connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave.
Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai TV show?
Okay. The Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It's a sequel to the Steel Samurai.
I see.
This time, there are 3 samurai brothers. Aluminum Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course the Nickel Samurai. It's a Love Why in Neo Old Tokyo.
I see. Wait. A love what?
A Love Why. This girl, Sayo, works at a tea shop and all 3 guys fall for her at the same time.
So, she's in the middle and then why? All 3 of them love her. Oh, I guess the Y shape is like the 3 brothers colliding over this one girl.
Anyway, Sayo is actually the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader.
Sounds like an unusual situation. Like Romeo and Juliet, times 3.
Yeah. Strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies.
Well, yeah, 3 handsome men pining after a girl. Of course that's going to be popular with the ladies.
Yes, Pearl?
What happened next? I want to know. It's Sail. Doesn't Sail fall in love? She does, doesn't she?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
I'm gonna stop watching Kids Masterpiece Theater starting this week.
Can't believe she's really considering it. Tell us about the Jammin Ninja. So what's the Jammin Ninja TV show like?
Start from a remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. The Jammin Ninja, like the samurai shows, is geared towards kids. The It's the story of a ninja who can't scale a wall, but became a big pop star anyway. What? He was a really lousy ninja. Absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all. But boy could he sing. With his trusty bright red guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm.
A ninja with a bright red guitar.
And then, the final fight in front of his beloved Princess Misala. Jammin versus the Muromachi 5. Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not-so-jammin' cold the night before Battle 3.
Oh, that's too bad for him.
Yeah. But this kind of pop music-based love story is something high school girls really like.
Definitely not Sora's here. And says, Pearls is so cute. She's like my favorite character, along with Gumshoe, Larry, Edgeworth, need I go on? I've no
Who's
audio,
Larry?
I'm stuck downstairs. Oh no!
Two stuck downstairs?
Definitely not Sora.
Yeah, but who's Larry?
If something smells, it's usually the butts. BRB again.
Yes, Pearl?
What happened next? I want to know. The Jammin Ninja. Will he be able to sing? What about Princess Misala?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
Which show should I watch?
Can't believe she's really considering it. But I guess we'll just show him everything.
That guitar case, that was Juan's.
I'm guessing you've seen this case before.
It's pretty famous by now. It stands out because it holds the bright red guitar.
The bright red guitar, the Jammin Ninja's signature item.
But the guitar is so important. How could you forget it for the award ceremony?
That does seem a little strange.
Sorry. Thanks for taking the time to take it out and show it to me. But I'm really sorry, I don't know a thing about it. Can't believe it. A kidnapping.
Do you remember what the person looked like who gave this to you?
It was that bellboy, and I didn't suspect a thing because he looked like such a normal old man.
He had a zipper down the middle of his face. How did he look normal?
Did he?
Yes. He had a thing down the middle of his face. Old man, huh?
They called this so suddenly that something about it just seems off, you know?
You mean the press conference?
Yeah, he said, there's something I'd like to confess if I win. I heard he faxed his request for a conference in to the office only yesterday.
Yesterday? Yeah, that is kind of sudden.
But I guess his manager set everything up somehow, so he was lucky.
Nice manager.
I really owe you one. If it wasn't for you guys, I don't know what would have happened. What you did, it was a real tight spot I was in. You fought so hard to get me out. I don't care what happens. I'll never forget everything you've done for me. Hey, that's Miss Andrews. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little.
So he showed us a tabloid article that says Midnight Rendezvous with a certain Mrs. A.A., Ace Attorney. Okay.
Which means if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials AA.
Adrian Andrews.
Yes, exactly. This is big news.
But seems kind of odd. That woman, Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of her client?
Oh, it's a wonderful thing that can only happen between two people.
Mr. Farrell looks so happy.
Pearl's just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling.
Well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure.
Magazine clipping? Add to
Isn't
the
that what
Barker.
Benson said?
What?
That's what Benson said in Tipo.
What, one man's trash is another man's treasure? Yeah, that's an actual saying. It means just because you don't want something doesn't mean that someone else can't use it.
Yeah.
Magazine clipping, an article from the tabloid Gossip Land. Thank you. Goodbye. We have everything we need.
Sure, also, can I have another bite?
Yes. Big scoop. Lotta, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room? I told you, didn't I? For my scoop. What I want to know about are the details of this scoop. That's not something I can tell you. I mean, that there's my bread and butter. Alright then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm going to say that you were looking into a scandal. Could it be that you, Lotta Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Juan Carita and this person? This woman. She's Adrian Andrews, Matt Ungard's manager. The Nickel Samurai's manager caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jammin Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it? You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't just make up any old thing and think it'll make the papers. You gotta have backup. Backup? Yeah. You gotta have that what's it? News sauce. You mean news source? That's it. So show me something that shows that one guy had something with Miss Andrews. Gladly. This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A. Mr. Carita didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Mr. Ungard's manager, Adrian Andrews. She has the initials A.A. You saw this article and then thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were looking around Mr. Carita's door last night. Wah!
Then I should heal us up.
Right? Oh, yeah. Tell us about the big scoop. Whoa. You were looking into Mr. Carita and Miss Andrews' affair, weren't you? You got it. I was gonna get myself a scoop by catching them in a secret meeting. But there's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news. What'd you just say? Her initials are AA. What kind of vague thing is that? That ain't no proof of nothing. People are gonna want to see real proof. Well, at least I do. So that's what I was doing, getting photos.
She's got a point.
Right?
Oh.
I'm gonna whip up the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading. Then spice it up a little and have myself an exclusive story. Wow, Lotta. Nice journalistic integrity you got there. I already finished writing up on my spicy article, you know. But the paper I wrote it on, my note to myself, it's gone.
You know to yourself?
It was inside the case of my $1,600 camera. They done run off together. I came here for my big story. Didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me. Yeah, I understand. It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell you. What's with people now, anyway?
Maybe that's what they were after. They took the camera because they knew the note was inside it.
Oh,
And
maybe.
whoever did it didn't want anybody that stuff spreading around.
Oh. I never thought I'd see the day when someone done steal something from me. You really want that note back, huh? We had no idea why, though. The story on that note is probably a bold-faced lie. Lotta's camera updated. Stolen on the night of the murder. Tabloid article about the victim was in the case. Now we can talk to Miss Andrews. Right?
And get a couple locked up.
Right? I'm gonna save first.
Because we never dealt with a 4-locked person.
Right? Seriously. Alright. Hey, look. Look at this cool shiny stone.
Tell us what you know. I'm pretty sure they can have up to 5 locks.
You think so? That'd be crazy.
Judging by the chains.
Right? What if the big orange curly stuff behind her is her hood, not her hair? And her headband is her actual hair? Can't unsee that now, can you? Thanks. That's just what I needed.
What does it say?
Claims to be investigative photographer, latest field of the CD World tabloids. But Sora's saying, what if this is just a fluffy hood that she's wearing? And this is her hair? What if she has white hair? And just a really fluffy hood on? So that just some of her hair sticks out the front. The more locks, the more chains. Yeah, I think I noticed that. When we had Lotta, it only had 2 crosses in the chains, so she only had 2 locks. So the more chains there are, so imagine if it's like so many chains that it's just like a pair of eyes, because there's so many chains and so many locks. That'd be crazy.
But yeah, look at the one that's over her. That's a cross.
Yes, that is true. There is one that goes over her, but she doesn't have a lock there.
Yeah, so I'm thinking there could be eventually a lock there for someone.
Oh, imagine if we unlocked like 4 locks and then she got another lock. Why was one Karita murdered?
I don't think that's possible.
I don't know. I mean, if I told you there were locks in people's brains in the first game, you wouldn't believe me. Yeah. If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. Unguard's life in danger by your actions?
Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Karita.
You were not that close.
That's right. I never been good at being
Intimate.
intimate with another person.
You're not good at being intimate with another person. Somehow I highly doubt that. You and Mr. Karita had an intimate relationship, did you not?
A silly third-rate tabloid article.
There are neon pink tutu-wearing polar bears in the third game, says Sora. Prove him wrong. Do you believe him?
No.
If you... Oh, that's you. Ah, got your back.
See, but now I get to laugh at you. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish.
Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into the story.
as to be suspected in a world filled with crooks and liars.
Adrian Andrews is just like Luxord, only playing those stupid games. Notice that she got a card. She keeps messing with. Note to self.
No, that's a book.
No, not the book. Note to self, stay on her good side. That.
Oh, that thing, what is that?
It's a card with a picture of a conch.
What's a conch?
Conch. Big shell with the spikes on it that's like a spiral.
In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that.
I see. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone?
Me need to get close to Mr. Kurita? As if there was ever such a need.
Didn't you get close to Mr. Kurita for this person's sake?
Okay, now I'm stuck.
I think it's Maya.
You're
Because remember, they kept fighting. So she probably would go and talk to Juan to be like, all right, you two, stop fighting.
You said Maya, and that's Matt.
I thought it said Matt.
No, you said Maya.
Oh. It's the Joker. Joker shell. What? Okay. Yeah, Matt. No?
Do you really still not understand?
What?
It's not my nature to enjoy doing things for others.
But you're a manager.
It's called a job. I'm in charge of Mr. Ungar's the star, not Matt Ungar the man.
Oh.
And you are not my client.
Is this my subtle hint to go home? But I know you must have had a need to get close to the victim.
Me need to get close to Mr. Greta. Why would there be such a need?
Didn't you get close to Mr. Kurita for this person's sake? No.
What?
No, that can't be right.
What?
Well, who would need her to get close to Juan Kurita? Who would have something that they would want from Juan Kurita?
Say that again?
Who would want something from Juan Kurita?
The only person I could think of is Wendy.
What if they're related?
Oh.
And she said, "Ah, yes, my granddaughter. Would you be so kind as to go and do that, or I'll talk your ear off?"
Try it.
Okay, we're live again. Waiting for the stream to catch up. Okay. Okay, so it's not Matt. It's not Wendy Oldbag, who I thought might be like Adrian's grandmother, and it's not Adrian herself. So we've got Maya Fey, Pearl Fey, Gumshoe, Will Powers, Lotta Hart, and Juan Kurita.
Maybe it's someone we haven't met yet.
It's possible. Only way to find
But
out.
like,
would
who
be-
else is there to meet?
hall. Back to the lobby. No? Nope. Okay. So it's got to be someone that we already met.
Okay, because there's like no one else to meet. Maybe it's Will.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's Will.
Let's try Will.
Or it's Lotta. But that doesn't quite make sense.
No,
Save.
it has to be someone that works here.
Well, I mean, a stupid idea that popped in my head was maybe Lotta wanted to get the scoop, so she talked Adrian into going in so that she could sneak some pictures. But okay, let's see. Show me your inventory, says Sora.
Well, we know what the first one is.
Attorney's badge, the Magatama, the picture of the Nickel Samurai, the press conference ticket, the radio transceiver, Lotta's camera, the hotel guide map, the crime photo, the wine glass, the guitar case, and the magazine clipping.
Turtle got you a present. Wasn't it nice?
Tell him I... No, I'll say thank you.
He's right there.
Thanks, Turtle! I appreciate it very much.
She was just wondering what she wanted, man.
Do you have any proof of anyone wanting to get close to him? That's why I thought maybe Wendy Oldbag, because she loves him, but... Didn't you get close to Mr. Kurita for this person's sake?
Okay, let's try Will.
Well, Maya had no reason to get close to him.
Neither did Pearl. Definitely
Gumshoe
not...
didn't even show up.
No.
Will Powers, I don't know why he would need to get close to Juan. Lotta Hart wants the story. Juan Kurita doesn't need to get close to Juan Kurita. Unless she was trying to get close to Juan to talk to him about something. But Matt, we know it's not. We know it's not Wendy, and we know it's not Adrian. So yeah, we'll try Will. It's not Will.
Okay. That was it. You say, so we'll just try everyone. Except for people we know, like we definitely don't know.
It's not Lotta. She has 4 locks. Even if you guess it, you won't get through anyway. There's nothing else for us to do. The only things left are to break her locks and break Wendy's locks. And we can't break Wendy's locks until we have a gift for her. I don't think you ever need to guess on psych locks. No, we're guessing because we don't know what it is. Yes, there is. There's something else that we've got to do. So, Sora.
Ah, there we are. You're way over here. I'm walking in front. I'm walking in front.
Oh, do we have to show her profile to Matt?
Water shoes. No water shoes.
If you don't know what it is, you don't have the information. Or we're just being dumb. But
It could be that.
hey, Matt.
Oh, look at him.
That's Matt on guard.
Okay.
That's my manager. Did you meet her?
Yeah.
What do you think? Strong woman, right? And she takes good care of me.
You're such a mama's boy. That's it.
Okay. Dude, this person looks like a member of my fan club. Hold on a second. I'm gonna ask the fan club president, okay?
Dude, you know what? Forget I asked.
Yeah, I'm such a handsome devil. Yeah. And I'm way good at sports. Karate, tennis, judo, soccer, football, hockey, fencing. Dude, it's no wonder I'm so popular. Yeah, you're also good at sitting in a jail cell, Mr. Popular. Go to Juan's room? We already went to Juan's room.
Do you need to go up, Ken, or you good?
You could.
You could.
Shoulders are not the things.
The audio is very behind. The visual is very behind on the audio. Jeez. Cool.
That's
So
better. Try not to. Here, give me this thing.
how about, yeah, just take that off.
Yep. And it's just pulling. Yeah. Go down. There. Okay.
Yeah, like my arm strikes and I accidentally tugged on it. I don't want to do that again.
Okay. So Sora says go to Juan's room.
Maybe we have to give her one of the teddy bears or something? Okay, what now, Sora?
She's Mr. Unguard's manager, right? No matter what I do, I really stink at talking with people like her. As soon as I open my mouth, I get all flustered. See, she's one of those women with a brain. She's someone who gets things done. Yeah, she does give that sort of impression. Like she's got it all together. Compared to her, you can easily tell I'm a can't do anything right kind of guy. Is the audio fixed, Sorga? That's why I get all nervous and start messing up. I feel sort of bad for him. I thought she was an alien from outer space. Yeah, probably because she's wearing that strange helmet. Examine? Nah, even with her helmet off, I thought she was an alien now. I think that's probably best kept to yourself, if you know what I mean. What? We examined everything.
Is there like a teddy bear we haven't examined?
Is there, like, seriously, like, one teddy bear out of all of these? Or something? Nothing there. Yep, there. Okay. Slide. Looked at that, looked at that, looked at that, looked at that. Audio is behind, not the visual. I got it mixed up. Okay. What have we not examined? No, dang, I know what it was, I just don't know when. Okay. Hey, why don't we let bygones be bygones, pal? Look, this guy's guilty. A buck says so. $1? Sure, you're not talking about Pearl's allowance money? I can't bet any more than that. My salary, doesn't matter what we think. I still have to defend Mr. On Guard in court, or else. Sorry, Mr. Nick. Yeah. We did talk to him about her. He thought she was an alien. And he said, even with her helmet off, I thought she was an alien. Yeah, I probably shouldn't say that out loud. I'm not a real fan of action shows or anything, but I know who Wong Karita and Matt on Guard are. You can't talk about one without talking about the other, I guess. They even debuted around the same time. So they have this real fiery rivalry with each other. Kind of like you and me, pal.
I never knew he thought of me as a rival.
If I had a choice, she would be number 3 on my list of people I don't want to see.
Because I'm in the #1 spot?
Don't get all high and mighty on me here. You're taking a tumble in second place, pal.
Huh? Really? Then who's in first?
Miss Von Karma's miles and miles ahead of you in this race.
Why am I not try?
Uh-oh.
She's really scary. Right now, Miss Von Karma, you really don't...
He's so scared of her that he's whispering now.
What do you know about this? There's nothing special I can tell you about this, pal. Look, pal, we don't have a lot of time. Why don't you show me something more important? Miss Von Karma saw me here like this. I'd have to switch sides real fast. I look good. I think I've lost some weight, pal.
It's only wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking, huh? In that case, I wishfully think I've lost some weight.
I wishfully think he might face the facts one day.
Lately, I've been on the instant noodles only diet, pal.
That's not good.
Hey, little missy. Listen good, okay?
Okay, what is it?
Don't ever pick up a whip, okay? Don't even think about it.
Huh?
If you ever find yourself thinking you want one, try to make do with a good slap to the face. Got that? Slap the person in the face. Promise me, okay?
Personal experience tells me Gumshoe should be careful what he wishes for.
I'm sorry.
For what?
I really want to help you look for her, pal.
Mr. Detective.
If anything happens, let me know, okay? I want to help in any way I can. Oh, so you saw that article too?
Yeah, but I'm not really interested in that sort of thing.
Actually, we've been looking into that too, pal. Those secret meetings, I mean.
What is this world coming to when even the cops are amateur gossip collectors?
Hey, why are you looking at me like that, pal? Whatever you're thinking, you're wrong. Now, look, when we find out more from our investigation, I'll let you know, okay?
What can you tell me about this guitar case?
Oh, that. This is just what I heard, pal. That's a Jammin Ninja's signature item.
Show me the evidence again. Attorney's badge, Magatama, the picture of the Nickel Samurai, the press conference ticket, the radio transceiver where the killer is telling us that we need to make him innocent, the Lada's camera that has a tabloid article in it, a map, the picture of Juan Carita's death, the wine glass full of tomato juice that has not been touched, the guitar case that's got some water on the lid, and a magazine clipping. That's all the evidence we have.
The guitar case? No, not that. What do you take me as? I mean the guitar inside, of course.
But the guitar is missing.
Yeah, we looked for it too. It's not normal for a person to forget to bring their most famous item to an award show.
It's starting to sound like that red guitar is related to this case after all. So about this wine glass.
Ha, so you noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched.
You noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe?
No, actually Miss Von Karma noticed it first.
Yeah, Pearl's noticed it before me too. Hey, wait a minute. So, does that mean Miss Von Karma's here at the hotel?
Yeah, she's around. Man, you're gonna be in so much trouble, pal.
Oh my god. Remember how we said there's something off about the crime scene? And then when we walked over and they went, oh yeah, look at that, the glass is off. Like, that should have been knocked over. We should have immediately walked back to him and said, yeah, the glass is what's off. It's like he talked to us about it. This is probably what we were missing.
Especially if she catches you in here.
Well, you can bet the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000-meter dash. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Ooh, what's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick?
I've heard this sound somewhere before.
It's Miss Von Karma.
Ta?
Sora's like, I thought you already showed him that. Nope, apparently not.
For some reason, whenever I hear that sound, she pops out of nowhere and whips me.
Come to think of it, that's exactly what happened the last time.
Sorry, I gotta make myself scarce. Later, pal. Yow!
Hi.
At last, you reveal your true nature, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Would it be too much to ask for you to be nice to me for a change?
Player tried to steal information from physically helpless detectives. Actually, he was giving me the information. That's very dishonorable of you.
Ow!
Hey, don't you dare run away. Grumpy trench coat.
Ugh.
I didn't think the detectives of this country would be this pitiful.
Ugh.
Detective, come over here for a second.
Yow! Yow!
I feel better knowing at least that you were man enough to face your punishment.
He was so scared he just froze up on the spot.
Mr. Phoenix Wright. You soiled my perfect prosecution record.
Record.
I'll never forget that. Yeah, I did that like 3 times. This time, victory is mine.
Victory is yours? Is that all this means to you?
What? Come, Scruffy. The investigation briefing is about to begin.
Oh, we called her out. She's like, this time, I'm gonna win. And he's like, is winning really all that matters to you? And she goes, I'll be going now.
She did say she wants to see Edgeworth again.
Audio's still way behind. I don't know how to fix that. Apart from restarting the stream again. I'll try it. Hold on.
Is everything alright?
Sora, I'm going to hit X now. Let me know if the audio is behind.
There is no audio.
He says, won't know until you play. Yep, fixed.
Phew, finally.
Yes, sir.
This isn't over yet. I swear on my family and honor.
Ow! What's she throwing me now? What is this?
Well, I guess this means I gotta get back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to the Criminal Affairs Department, alright? If you can, try not to let Miss Von Karma see you.
But the now and transition were at the same time? Yes, because I did. Because I said I'm going to press it now. So I was going to hit the button when I said now. Game audio is back. Yeah. Okay.
What the heck did she throw at us?
I don't know. Oh, okay. It's on the table. I'm like, I don't know, but it's not in our inventory.
Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper?
It's called an autograph.
Autograph?
The paper's got Mr. Kurita's name written on it, so it's his autograph.
I can't read it at all.
To be honest,
To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this.
Trying to see how that says one. That doesn't say one at all.
What does it say?
It's a special way of writing cursive. It says Gene or
Also, you read that wrong.
Geon. What?
Also, you read that dialogue wrong.
What do you mean?
She said it's a special writing in cursive.
That's a special way of writing called cursive.
She didn't say call or writing or any of that. Or way.
I didn't know I had even read that line yet. I was talking about the autograph, I thought. Don't lie, it says P-op. I didn't want to confuse you with the game audio's gone, but then you thought I'm dumb. What? No. Oh. What? Okay. Peon. It does look like it says peon. Look here. See how it says, to my dearest Wendy, in more normal letters here? Actually, no, that's still in cursive.
This sloppy, unreadable writing. It's crazy and cruel to give this to someone.
Hold on. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. Mr. Kurita's autograph added to the court record. Juan Kurita's autograph to my dearest Wendy is written on it.
Okay, now we can go.
What did you pee on?
Nothing.
Probably should have saved. Oh well. What you witnessed.
Alright, I'll be honest with you for now.
Then please, tell us what you saw.
But oh, what a waste. And here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at you youngins' expense. I am a little devil after all.
Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person? Alright, I'll give you what you want.
That's Juan's autograph.
Yes, it is.
And it even says to my dearest Wendy on it. That's me, right? Right?
You're the only one that I
My
know.
name is Wendy Oldbag, so that Wendy has to be me, right?
Well, it may say Wendy, but somehow I don't think Juan had this Wendy in mind when he signed it.
Oh, please, give it to me. Let me have it, please.
I can't let you have it just like that.
Yes, I know. Then how about an exchange? Okay.
Wow, she must really want this autograph. Wow.
I did not see that go.
How about an exchange? Let me just... There we go. Down to one lock. Good deal? Wow. I was not expecting that at all.
My offer isn't good enough for you. Fine, Mr. Wright. You win.
I thought I was going to break the last one.
Wendy Oldbag, ready to open up her heart. All for my dearest Juan.
Okay. Ta-da!
That's literally all we needed to do.
Autograph given to Wendy Dearest. That was way too easy once we figured it out.
We didn't even need to save.
I feel bad for you now.
Huh?
I tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room.
You're kidding.
Oh no.
It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered.
Fixed, says Sora.
Yeah. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet, minding my own business. And did you tell that to the police? Well, of course. I thought I could get a gift certificate or two out of it. Maybe more.
Gift certificate?
I've been recruited again for that part of the trial. You know, the trial tomorrow? This time, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna work hard to get your client pronounced guilty.
Mr. Ungurt hasn't done anything bad.
The face you make when Wendy, one item, breaks 4 locks. After the last case, 1 lock took 9 items. Do you remember that? How there were like 3 locks, and we had to keep giving them evidence before one of the locks will break? And this time it's, here's a piece of paper with your name on it. Oh, I'll tell you anything you want to know. Okay. Can we, like, carry around paper and, like, write people's names on it? Oh, Lotta Hart's got some locks on her. To Lotta. Hey, look at this. Oh, hey, Adrian Andrews. To Adrian. Open up your heart. Think how much easier everything would be.
I don't know if that will work on everyone, though.
Right?
I don't care about details like that. I know he did my dear Paul Wan in. I just do. That yellow-bellied chicken.
Yellow-bellied chicken? I wonder what that would look like.
I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did it.
You
What
said
did Mr.
that about willpower. And
Yeah.
It's ultimately wrong.
Seriously. What did Mr. Ungard ever do to her to deserve this?
Yeah, like, he seems like such a nice guy.
What did Mr. Ungard do to you to make you so...
You don't know? That guy, he framed my Wan. He created that scandal that plagued poor Wan.
Mr. Nick,
What is it?
that scandal. What's a scandal?
Oh, I'll tell you about that after we get home, okay?
Poor Wan led astray by the wiles of that vile temptress.
Mr. Nick, what do wild and wild temptress mean?
Ah. How about we just listen to what Miss Oldbag has to say for now, okay, Pearls? So, Miss Oldbag, who is this woman you're talking about?
Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy, he shoved the girl onto Wan on purpose.
His own manager? But why?
I thought lawyers were smart. It was to create a scandal to make Wan lose face. That girl drove Wan into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud.
Sounds like a pretty standard definition of a scandal to me. Why do you know about that anyway, Miss Oldbag?
I'm one of Wan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know.
And do you have proof that Mr. Ungard did what you say he did?
Next week's issue of a certain magazine says so.
Ugh. Of course, a tabloid.
Next week? Doesn't that mean it's something people don't know about yet?
Why would Miss Oldbag have information like that? And where does she get it?
Do you think we can get through to Andrew now? Adrian?
It's possible.
Saving now?
Didn't we try Matt before?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure we tried Matt before, and it didn't work. I guess because we hadn't actually learned about it. Check talk and all evidence. With Wendy? You did. We did try it. Okay. Let's...
I'll just be safe.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. Talk, no talk. Evidence.
I don't have anything to say to delinquents like you.
Ugh, she's clamming up like the old clam she is.
Please, anything would be helpful.
Well then, how about I tell you my measurements?
No, that's okay. Really.
She really doesn't like you, does she, Mr. Nick?
I know, I know. At least that profile of Adrian. No, she's got nothing to say about Adrian. I'm surprised. Wow. She's got nothing to say about Matt either. What about Juan? Okay, what? Let's just check everyone's talk. No? Old hag, says Sora. Not telling us what we need to know. Alright. You're not good at being intimate. Why, yes you are. Didn't you get close to Mr. Kurita for this person's sake? We tried, Matt.
I don't know what it is.
Did we try Juan?
I think we did. Yeah, we did.
Maybe Will or Von Karma. Still trying to rush, I see. We can't talk to Von Karma. Or are you saying show the profile to Wendy? I mean, we still don't know who else is named Wendy. No? Okay. She's got one of them personalities like she's whipped without her whip. How's that? Pun worthy of a joke book, yeah? Sorry, I zoned out. Ah, well, I'll forgive the wax in your ears this once and tell it to you one more time. Like, yeah, he's gone. No, talk, duh. There's nothing to talk to her about. And she refuses to, like, say another word to us. And we have to do that.
I don't know why. I don't know how to do.
It's probably something stupid that we've missed again. But I don't know what. We've literally talked to and shown everyone everything that we've got. What was that?
You ready to go?
March 21st, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Remember how, yet again, he told us to do something?
Hey, come see me down at the Criminal Affairs Department, pal.
Detective Gumshoe said they had a brief investigation briefing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's back.
Hey, so you came, pal.
Why the blunt greeting?
Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about.
What do you mean by that?
Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and testimony are airtight.
But, we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. First, I need to know what he's working on. It must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Freeze, police. Everyone against the wall. Hands where I can see them. Hey, what are you doing, Gumshoe? Their hands, not yours. They must be doing image training for arrests. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tighter than I expected. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks.
Oh, it's kind of cute. Mr. Nick, what is this stuffed animal's name?
That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's this precinct's mascot, you know.
Oh, wow.
I'll get him assigned mascot of every police station if it's the last thing I do.
I hope you succeed in your mission, sir.
This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen.
What? The Hero of Heroes award ceremony. The grand prize got away from the Jammin Ninja again.
Shouldn't you be reading something more important? A poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. So what do you mean the evidence is airtight?
I can't give you all the details, pal, but there's two big pieces.
Two?
And both of them are in this photo. The first is the button that's missing from the victim's chest.
That's the button that you found during your body search of Mr. On Guard.
Yep, I found it in the folds of the Nickel Samurai's special pants.
And the second one is?
The knife in his chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife are in his chest, to be exact.
Fingerprints? Whose are they?
You didn't even have to ask, little Missy. It's obvious. They're Matt On Guard's.
Tomorrow's trial. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. So what about this airtight testimony?
It's that old security lady, Miss Oldbag.
I thought so.
What do you mean you thought so? Did she tell you something, pal?
Well,
And I even told her not to open that mouth of hers and blab to anyone.
her blab knob is stuck on 10, and there's no turning it down. Trust me.
Yeah, well, Miss Oldbag saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. On Guard come out of the victim's room around the estimated time of death.
No way.
If I'm caught leaking info to you here in the precinct, my neck's gonna be in the ringer, pal.
Your neck? No.
Yeah, I mean my neck as a joke. But yeah, ask me about things that have to do with the case only. Alright, pal? There's something interesting about this woman, pal.
And what is that?
You don't know? Haven't you heard the gossip about her?
Gossip, huh? I wonder if he knows anything about that article.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, oh no. I'm like, wait, didn't he give us the article? No.
We're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves.
The scandal with Mr. Karita. But why?
Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide.
Suicide?
Her name was Celeste Impacts.
Celeste Impacts. Is that a pun on Resquiat in Pace? Which means rest in peace? I don't know.
And she was Juan Carita's manager.
Oh, he had a manager.
The victim's manager. But that's not all, pal. Miss Impacts was Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one.
I think we found out who.
Her manager.
I think we found out why she was getting close to Juan.
Her mentor.
A woman who is both Mr. Carita's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor. Could her suicide have something to do with this case?
Do you want to know more about her, pal?
Yeah?
Yes, I do. Please.
She was the victim's manager and was also Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor.
There, says Sora.
It's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked together, linked again by another death. Or maybe it's just a coincidence, but...
I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another.
Miss Von Karma.
You can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst.
You don't mean...
I do. Scruffy. So you have 30 minutes to get out of here. You're no longer needed. Goodbye. That's...
Wait. Please wait, sir. If I don't get this month's pay, I'll start...
Quiet. If it weren't for traitors like you...
I would have won. Is that what you want to say?
Who?
That voice. Edgeworth. It's been a long time, right?
This person. This is Mr. Edgeworth?
What am I going to do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong. You haven't changed a bit, Franziska.
You... How dare you show your face to me without such shame upon it? You spoiled the Von Karma name. Dragged it through the mud.
You youngins trying to rush through the locks with only guesses, not even a scrap of evidence. Tisk tisk.
You even ran away with your tail between your legs. Like an ill-bred dog you are.
Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed? To be perfect in every way. Then let's hear it, Franziska. How are things going? I hear you're having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country.
You
seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back.
give your assumptions to yourself.
And then Edgeworth looks at Pearl. Ah, Maya, you've shrunk.
I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. She's lost like 3 times now. This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never. Mr. Phoenix Wright. I will see you tomorrow in court.
I can imagine her whipping Edgeworth, and Edgeworth just grabs the end of the whip and just goes, I don't think so. Like she's whipping everyone, and he just grabs the whip and catches it. He's like, no, you're not whipping me. Mm-mm.
That's enough. It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory.
Sora says it was frustrating not being able to scream, "You don't have all the profiles yet." Because that would have spoiled it. He's like, "You're missing a profile. I can't tell you." Still the same wild mare she always was. Yeah, Edgeworth, you want to talk? Hello? Why are those our two options? Tomorrow's trial and proof of Von Karma blood. How about, where the heck have you been? I thought you, the prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, had gone and died.
Mr. Nick.
I never wanted to see you again. Look at that smug face. But I think now that he's not a prosecutor anymore, I think he might be on our side now.
Oh boy.
Wouldn't that be cool?
To have Edgeworth on our side?
Yeah. I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year. Are you going to run tomorrow's trial? You heard her, right? That wild mare hasn't given in yet, it seems. So, no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. But I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What's that supposed to mean? I have something definitive that you lack. And working together is the definition of teamwork. Yes! It's the power to find the truth. Yes, Edgeworth! The truth? In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information. Yeah, he's like, I'm not the prosecutor, so any evidence you need? Yeah, I'm not going to hide anything from you. Also, screw Franziska. Just what is going on inside his head? A lot of things may have happened. However, Manfred von Karma was still my mentor. And a perfect win record is proof of a von Karma. 1 year could not establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecution? Did you leave because you had lost your perfect win record? To think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It'd been better for everyone if you'd never come back from the dead, Edgeworth. I see. Then let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason? I never wanted to see you again. That's why those are your only options. Ah, that's right. Because Phoenix is like, I never wanted to see your face again. So that's why we're not going, where have you been? Because Phoenix doesn't care. Well, with Franziska, she almost always says,
I will defeat you this time.
the instant she sees me. But the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client. To save their lives. To save your client, you say. Those who think only of their own ego-driven goals. Those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Even if you're a prodigy. Or someone like you, Edgeworth. It looks like there is still a lot you have yet to learn. Immense lag? No! There is an immense lag, so I'm going to do that. I'll restart the stream once it gets to this point. Looks like there's still a lot you have yet to learn, he says. So yeah, I want him on our side. Absolutely.
Definitely. Like, how can we say no to that?
Right? Because Phoenix has a grudge against him for some reason. Happens every so often.
So think about it. Like, one of his best friends just disappeared out of nowhere.
Right? You'd think, that his best friend would at least tell him, hey,
I'm gonna go into hiding to try and find myself and figure out, what I want to do. Happens every so often. There was 30 seconds of lag before. Is it fixed now? Because if it's fixed, then I'm not going to restart the stream, obviously. I feel like we're close to the end of the investigation. We just have to go and talk to Adrian. Adrian!
This is the third mistake you've made this vacation. It's good, right? It's yourself, man. You gotta test it out. Get on the big screws. Should get sauce in it, too.
I don't think you can balance them on your head.
Yeah, it's fixed. If you watch the anime, you'd know this isn't the first time that happened to Nick. Oh, that Phoenix left him? That Phoenix left Phoenix, yeah.
Can I go the other way?
You can. Give me your leg. There we go. Okay.
FYI, that leg has issues.
Yeah. A lot I have yet to learn. Me? Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough. Alright.
So wait, what? Can we present him anything? Or?
What would we present him with?
I want to tell him about the transceiver. See.
Oh yeah, be like, hey, Maya's kidnapped. Have no interest in talking about useless evidence. Put a little more thought into what you show me. Phoenix Wright. Still as stuck up as ever.
I really hope we have enough.
I know. Okay. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Unguard's hotel room.
Looks like Miss Andrew isn't here.
That's not good. I still have a few questions I want to ask her.
And she has the cyclock on her heart, right?
Well, we don't have much of a choice. I guess we'll have to come back later. Actually, hey, Lotta, you've been standing here the whole time. No, I can't ask you where she went? Okay. I was 42 seconds behind. No wonder it suddenly got silent, right?
Can you fix my tailbone?
Streaming at camp is an adventure. Oh, yeah. Okay. Says we're live again.
Dad,
Yeah.
I have an itch
You
for
have
my eye.
for your eye?
Bill. One more time.
Another time?
No, one more.
Oh, one more time?
the other side is actually itchy now that you touched it.
I shouldn't have touched it, I know.
Or because it's crusty.
Yeah, it's not too bad because I washed it out this morning.
My arm. Go away, itch. Go away. The itch won't go away. You have to actually touch the corners. You have to actually scratch the corners. Okay.
Okay. Ugh. And are we lagging, Sora? Nope, experienced every scratch as it happened. Nice. Okay, so I showed him Celeste's profile, and he immediately went silent.
What's wrong?
How much do you know? What do you mean, how much? Mr. Lawyer, I may be your client, but I hope you'll keep yourself out of my personal life. No, I would never... Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lunch appointment I have to keep. You're in detention. Who in the world are you going to eat with? The security guard?
It's your Nick?
The Celeste Impacts lady. Somehow I get the feeling she is a very important person in all this. He's gone. This woman is another key to solving this case. Do you really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago. But she was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Carita's manager. And then, a few months later, Celeste Impacts died. But her death was ruled a suicide, right? Yes. But there's still one riddle we've yet to solve. A riddle? Her suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it. A suicide note that just vanished, huh? Adrian Andrews. She holds a large secret within herself. A secret? You can't help but feel that this whole case revolves around her.
I'm
Hey,
telling you, she's the one that did it.
what are your thoughts on Wendy? We're looking into leads, but we can only look into a few key players with our limited resources. There's no reason for us to waste our energy investigating this person. Why don't you just tell it to me straight and say, I don't have any info? While I was abroad, these deplorable types of actors became popular, I take it. Well, refreshing like a spring breeze is his motto. Refreshing? What's so refreshing about a spring breeze? Sounds like the pollen is not treating him well this year. There's an interesting rumor about this man. You mean the one about Miss Andrews getting close to him? That's pretty common tabloid fare, isn't it? I don't take things at face value when there's more to be found. Oh god, not her again. Okay. And now, can we...
Maybe that's what we had to do.
No. Nope. I guess there's something else that we have to show to Miles. Ask him about himself, right? I almost did, too. We're looking into leads. We can only look into a few key players with our limited resources. There's no reason for us to waste our energy investigating this person. I have no interest in talking about useless evidence. Okay. No. 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 Yes, a picture of the dead body is definitely useless evidence. Miles. Thank you. It wasn't a joke. Usually they say stuff about themselves. Yes, they usually
we
do.
didn't show Maya and Pearl for Cloud's name, did we?
Yes, we did. I made sure to show everything. So it says now we can actually investigate Matt's room. We couldn't before? Did she, like, stop us from checking stuff out? I don't think she did. No, we've got everything in here. You know anything? I've told you how many times now? I'm a journalist. I got so much info running laps in my head, I forget things here and there.
Please don't get so worked up over this.
Darby, right? Ha! I don't care if you beg me. Be extra tough on kids. That's this gal's motto on learning youngsters. She's got one of them personalities like she's whipped without a whip. Okay. Okay, so we've shown everything to her. Is there something in Juan's room we haven't seen? Did you present Celeste to Miles? Yes. Yes. No, he knows nothing about them. Okay. What about Wendy? Why would you not have something to say to Miles? You love Miles. Okay. I'm pretty sure we showed Celeste to Miles. This woman is another key to solving this case. Do you really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago, but she was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Carita's manager. And then a few months later, Celeste Impacts died. But her death was ruled a suicide, right? Yes, but we never found the suicide note.
Wait, maybe we have to talk to him about that? Check the talk.
There's no way I'd be able to play this game without you, Kat.
You're
You
welcome.
and Sora are the only reason I've managed to get this far in this game.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Miss Impact's death was most certainly suicide. Of that there is no mistake. However, we could not find her suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. The suicide note? So it was just like, dude, if you get them to say something, you have to get them to talk about it. Listen. But how do you know Miss Impacts had even written such a note? There was no solid evidence, however. We did find traces of ink on her right index finger, which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high. But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. Juan Carita himself. The victim? He was the one who found her body, which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Carita hid his own manager's suicide note? But why? As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look at this over. This is the suicide report. Part 1, anyway. Part 1. Suicide report. Added to the court record. Deceased, Celeste Impacts, found by Juan Carita. Was her suicide note hidden? We're probably going to need that for one of the locks for Adrian. So now is Adrian there?
She has to be, otherwise the game is broken. I'm not joking. What? How? Where is she? In Juan's room? Where are you? Stop fighting! Where else could she be? Maybe we have to talk to Matt again.
That's what I'm thinking, maybe. Nope. Okay. So I guess the only thing we can do is show everyone this report.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't like to look through reports. I like suicide reports even less. Worst of all are the reports that have multiple parts like that one. That has 2. 2 parts? What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here's the second part. The second part of the report is about an attempted suicide. Why would you... Miles, why would you hand us the first part and then we have to go, hey, here's the first part of the suicide report that you just handed us. Ah, yes, that's the first part. Here's the second part. Why not just give us the whole thing? The attempter's name, it's Adrian Andrews.
Is it Andrews? What did he do?
Why don't you show the thing you got to the person you get it from immediately? Because why would you? If I go, hey, here's a pocket knife that I found on the crime scene, you wouldn't go, hey, what do you think about this pocket knife that you just handed me? I just handed it to you. Why would I have anything more to say about it? Conversations are a two-way street. Don't blame this on Miles. Well, I figured if he wants to be helpful, he'd give us the whole report. She tried to kill herself? She doesn't seem like the kind of person to try to kill herself, though. You think she's a strong career woman. That's just what she wants you to think. Adrian Andrews. She has a certain secret she's always trying to hide.
A secret?
Her dependent nature. That's what she's really like on the inside. Miss Andrews? Dependent? Talk about the exact opposite of what that woman is. I would show interest in the item that you just handed me. Well, yeah, but I didn't think I needed to go, thank you for this item. Look at this item. Yes, I see it. I gave it to you. Just now. Yes, look at it. I see it. Thank you. Then again, that would be something Phoenix would do, so. Do we need to talk to you about the dependent nature? No. Yes. Okay. Up at the top. What's this about Miss Andrews having a dependent nature? This is Phoenix Wright, not kindergarten. Adrian Andrews' attempt at suicide was a few days after the death of Celeste Impacts. So Celeste killed herself, and a couple days later, Adrian tried to kill herself. She was blackmailed by Juan. And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Because she had apparently lost her will to live. Lost her will? But why would she? Her pillar of strength, her mentor Celeste Impacts, was gone forever. That's why. Why would that?
Just what they call following someone to the grave.
It isn't look at it, it's more tell me more about this. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I just figured if Miles is gonna hand something to us, he'd tell us what he knows about it first. I thought we had to go find the second half of the report. After her attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. She is someone who needs a person in whom she can trust absolutely. And once she finds that person, she'll do anything she can to keep them near. Without such an anchor in her life, her crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live. And that's the nature of her dependency on others. When Celeste Impact suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself. No, it won't just give you everything. That'd be boring. Yeah, I guess. But no, I thought we had to go find the second half. Like we had to go find, like, we obviously can't get it from Celeste and we can't get it from Juan, so I thought we had to go find Adrian and go, look, your mentor committed suicide. She'd be like, yeah, I know, I've got the other half of the report. And be like, aha, that's where it is. Then that means her super confident attitude, it's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. So she needs someone to rely on, and then she clings to them and do anything to make sure that they don't go away. How terrible. Attempted suicide report added to the court record. Attempter, Adrian Andrews. Reason, shock from Celeste Impacts' suicide. Now, she should be there. Wait. I'm going to check and make sure there's nothing to talk to him about first. Okay. I'm going to present to him this attempted suicide report. Appearances can be deceiving. It's such a cliche saying, but it's a cliche because it's true. Miss Andrews, to think that behind that unwavering brave front, she's been hiding this weakness and fear. Go away, Bixby. Why did you turn on? Why would the manager of an actor have a police report? Because it was her mentor. Imagine if Edgeworth didn't have those bangs. That'd look so funny. His forehead would like go all the way up to here. All the way around his head. You'd be like, yes, take me seriously. Is a police report. What is going on with the stream? Is the stream working? Because all I'm seeing is a black screen.
Guys, is it working? Sora, tell us.
Okay, yeah, that's working. That was weird.
Right.
It's a police report, not a Left Behinders report. Okay. Alright, she better be there.
If not, we're just gonna throw the PS4 across the room, then that'll be it.
Good. Progression. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Unguard's hotel room. It's working for you? Yeah, I think it's because she who will not be named that starts with a B popped up, and so it threw off the stream on my phone.
Oh, Miss Andrews is here. So it looks like she's talking with someone.
That's Franziska von Karma.
It's from Karma?
Now it says it's loading. No. Okay. It fixed itself, I guess. I'd have liked to see that PS4 fly. And it's dead. Oh. It's fixed itself. Weird. Not anymore. Okay.
What are you doing here? I just realized that there's like 3 girls in this whole room and I had to do them all.
Uh-huh. Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so...
You got some nerve following me around. I'm not. I'm doing and trying
Following
to progress. That's you. Miss Von Karma. You're the one doing the following.
Fun fact.
You're the one following.
In the Japanese version of Phoenix Wright, Franziska von Karma is American. Interesting. Pearls.
You're always following after that sister detective with the beard.
Which makes sense to why she looks like this, as no German looks like that.
He doesn't really have beard. Me following after Scruffy. Don't make me laugh. Let me show you something interesting, little girl.
That's the beeping noise.
What is that? An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on that detective. And with this, I know that fool's every move.
So that noise we heard was this receiver. I feel really sorry for poor Detective Gumshoe now.
Now then, let's stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews. Yes. What oh. I think hard about what we just discussed. Understood? Oh, alright.
What were those two talking about?
Miss Andrews. She seems a little dazed, doesn't she? Saving now.
Wanted for murder. Oh, my phone's down to like 5%, so...
Hello.
Yeah. Not good at being intimate? Actually, I think you're too good at being intimate. Yeah, the relationship. Oh yeah, you don't believe in the tabloids, right? You had to get close to Mr. Kurita for this person's sake. Celeste Impact's your mentor.
How do you know about Celeste?
Oh,
Sure
Miss
what?
Impacts. She committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Oh, she's sweating. Right before her death, she was Juan Corrida's manager. So, I believe you got close to Mr. Corrida so you could find out more about her suicide.
You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as slimy muckraker for putrid third-rate tabloid.
Miss Andrews?
That there's no mystery surrounding her death. None. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing.
Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. What proof do we have that she didn't go, oh, she committed suicide, okay, there's nothing to worry about?
Try the second part. Get a hold of yourself.
Huh?
If you want advice on doing yourself in, I suggest asking someone like the police.
Did you know Phoenix Wright was made by a team of 7 people? Wow. Which translates to go take a long walk off a short pier.
I read this.
Okay. There was no mystery. Okay. There was a mystery. Where was the suicide note? Okay. I mean, that was worded kind of weird. Miss Impact's suicide note was never found, was it? I don't think that's the noise she made, but yeah, okay. Close enough.
Clear my throat.
Yeah, I know. It looks like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Corrida.
What?
And, Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That's why you became intimate with Mr. Corrida.
2 down, 2 to go. I sat by quietly and listened to your insulting rambling for long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor. However, allow me to say this again. She had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others.
That's the impression you like to give. However, I don't think that's who you really are.
What?
I have evidence that says otherwise. This is proof that Celeste Impacts was someone very special to you.
Now try the second part. Hey!
Miss Andrews, you nearly went through with it too, didn't you?
Went through what?
Ending your life. Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help, relying only on yourself. I'm gonna go get my charging cord.
Okay. Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember.
Okay.
I read it.
Okay. However, that is all just a lie, a facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on.
That's
You were dependent on Miss Impacts, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had.
stop.
Got white, little white caps and everything.
Yep. Yep. I went out to the island.
Since
went
Celeste
around
passed
the
away. So
island.
suddenly like that.
There's like a little creek that goes up.
I died just on my own, but
Yeah.
no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note.
You must have heard about the police report. The one that said the police suspected Mr. Kurita of hiding Miss Impact's note. You heard about it and thought to recover from him by getting close to him, am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes.
What do you mean?
What topic did we start this conversation on again?
Why was the victim killed?
Exactly.
Why did you not?
Somehow, Miss Andrews, it seems that you have become the one with a reason to want Mr. Kurita dead.
Your phone's not waterproof?
Me?
I don't know.
Miss Impacts was everything to you.
It should be.
And then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she killed herself. Even commit murder.
Murder. We finally did it.
Ah,
Boys,
That took so long!
meatball subs, so
I know.
It's true. I am a woman who can only
are just eating
live
first.
in security. In insecurity.
It's very possible.
I'm physically small and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I pushed against all that. I pushed against all that though. I tried to live strongly.
About halfway.
I never wanted anyone to find out the truth. This Andrew,
Instead of go around the island, I decided to get windy.
this one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave.
I can't hang on anymore. I'm too sick and tired.
It's like they're dumping in grass.
Ah, we're sorry. We tried to do it in time.
Wind blows this way.
It was my secret, mine and mine alone.
I'm sorry.
You probably think I'm a worthless human being right now, don't you?
If you do manage to fall asleep, then slurp well, Sora. We'll
Yes,
be finishing
slurp
up
well.
soon.
Yeah, we don't have much time left.
Please, Miss Andrews, all I want to know is the truth.
After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note. And that someone was one Kurita. Celeste. Without her, I became scared. Everything. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me.
So you got close to Mr. Kurita to recover her suicide note, correct?
Looks like that tabloid reported the truth after all. It's ironic, isn't it?
Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire.
If they purposely add fuel to the fire, they keep the celebrity world burning. But as for a suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. It just doesn't suit me, that's all.
There's still good women out there, we just don't have flat stomachs.
Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do, so...
I understand.
Oh, I have one small favor to ask. My attempted suicide, I'd like for you to keep it a secret. It's dangerous. If people found out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live.
All right, I understand. We'll keep it a secret. Miss Andrews, I guess she's the overthinking type. She probably never says anything without carefully thinking it through first.
Thank you for your discretion.
Discretion.
Discretion. Sir Nick, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Miss Andrews has been playing with that card in her hand since a while back.
That card? Yeah, I guess she has. Miss Andrews, what is that card you're holding?
Huh? Oh, this? I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag.
Do you think it's like a calling card from The Killer? Like whoever gets that calling card is his target?
I don't know.
I'm just throwing out. I'm just spitballing. What is it? It looks like a seashell?
That's what it looks like, doesn't it? Honestly, I don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from.
Her not remembering something clearly sounds like it would be a rare occurrence.
Well, I must be off. I leave Mr. Unguard in your capable hands.
What? We're not done? March 21st, Gatewater Hotel.
A lot
Hallway.
is gone.
Well, I think we've gathered about all we can.
So what about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
Oh, Pearls. She looks so worn out by all this. She hasn't slept at all and has been walking all over the place with me today.
What's wrong with her, Nick?
Let's go back to the office for a little while. You're really tired, right?
Oh no. I'm okay, really. I'm fine. I really am.
You don't look fine to me. Alright, so I think that's a pretty big hint that we have to go back to the law office. March 21st, Wright and Company law offices.
So what now?
Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Miss Andrews has a motive.
You mean Miss Impact suicide note?
That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever. Oh no.
Dad, Mr. Nick, the receiver. Transceiver.
Hello? Wright and Company law offices.
Mr. Attorney, you're not answering a phone. Wait, he's supposed to be British. Mr. Attorney, you're not answering a phone.
Maya. Where's Maya?
As I promised, I have not gotten within a few feet of her this whole time.
Here.
Which is why, I suppose, she's absolutely famished.
I haven't gone within a couple feet of her this whole time. So, that's probably why she's starving to death right now.
She just keeps chanting cheeseburger over and over again.
What?
So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost. Wouldn't you agree?
Wait, Maya, let me hear her.
Ask my
Maya, is that you?
sis. Ask my sis.
Maya! Maya! Damn it, he cut me off.
Mystic Maya said to ask my sis, didn't she?
Sis.
Mia.
What does she mean by that? Come on, Phoenix. Oh, that's...
That's what they just went upstairs with 2 meatballs.
Come on,
and some
Phoenix.
pizza. Did I guess you guys had dinner and it's-
You're a hopeless one.
Sorry. Ah! Mia!
I have a message from Maya, so come to ask me anything you want about her.
Oh, that's smart. Because think about it. Maya and Pearl can both channel spirits, right?
Uh-huh.
So Maya channels Mia's spirit. Mia sees where she is, see what's going on there, and then leaves Maya's body. and then comes to Pearl's body and can tell us everything that's going on there.
Mm-hmm.
She's like a messenger. Yes, yes. How's Maya?
She's safe for now. That kidnapper is wanting to keep his word, it seems.
I'm glad to hear she's safe. But Mia, how did you know?
As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. Then I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could.
I didn't know you could use spirit channeling like that. Pretty smart of her. So she left a note basically being, I've been kidnapped. Tell Nick everything. The kidnapper, what's he like?
I don't know. Apparently Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there.
Yep, one-way messenger, remember. Yeah. I mean, she can't exactly, like, send any message back to Maya, but at least we know Maya's safe. And?
She didn't see the face of her attacker.
Ugh.
Maya is locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I have heard since when I was her. When I was her. When I was with her.
When you were with her. Date? Time? Location?
I'm starving. I could really go for some apple pie. I mean, at a time like this, sweets are the only way to go. I have to stay positive. He promised he wasn't going to kill me. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to die. Sis, I wonder if you're with Nick right now. Or Maya right now. Ha! There's all sorts of things piled up here. But too dark to see. If I don't do something to this door first, I don't think I'll be moving anywhere. Locked. But this door is locked. Seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. Then click, they magically open the door. I wonder if there's a card like that around here I could use. But this feels like there's a lot of glass bottles here. And these feel like barrels. I'll pass. Too bad, I'm really hungry. I'm not that thirsty. And I'm not really that thirsty. A card. Huh? Someone dropped a card here. Kinda looks like a business card. But there's no name on it.
It's totally a calling card.
A picture of a seashell, I think. What a strange card. Ah, that's it! The shell card. If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be the key. This might be my key out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. I'm such a genius. Alright. Now, if you excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. I did it! Okay. Now I'm getting the heck out of here. Shouldn't keep Nick waiting or worried.
To be continued.
Okay, so she got out. That's good.
She unlocked the door.
Yeah, so I'm guessing she got out. So stop there for now.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Alright guys, that's all we have time for today. And we will be back to see where Maya is. Hopefully she doesn't get caught again. It's like she's not the stealthiest person on the planet. But she's not the most obvious either. So we will find out what happens to Maya and in the trial. So we'll find out what happens then. And I hope you join us there. So we'll see you Friday, I hope. So we'll see you here. So bye guys.
Farewell. I can't think of anything else to say, pal.